ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We go to that. White 20.
Check. Walk.
Turbo, set.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check.
Attack.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey! I'm coming after you. Watch the safety crease.
Now Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check the heartbeat.
Gun.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 49 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great.
This is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Hey, 5.
They run. It's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
12.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
White 20.
Check, 59. Pick it up.
Hey, let's go.
Pick it up.
Go, Brown.
Time to go, night. Mike, check, 59.
Set.
Watch
On second and 12, Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 34.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in the football.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Cut. 180.
54 Mike. You don't want none.
Whirling.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, alert 3.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And able to work his way down to the 16. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. on second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 40 now on second down. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Set. Right at 8. 15, all right? On the ball. Great. Jump. Hey, Mike. 8. Switch up. Watch 15.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
I got 15. Hey.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All day, every day, any day.
Now Newton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Samson Abukum able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Third and long.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16.
Panthers.
Express.
2 minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go, here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Gun, gun.
Gets around him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go tonight. White 20.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Goff on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tonight. 180.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 20. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gurley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day. All day, baby.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Keep it up, guys. Great, great, great. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Newton to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Watch 15. Watch the run. Check it backer. Check it backer.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Great, great.
Check, check. Mike 15.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short, showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 59.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out.
Gun, gun, gun.
3 down, 3 down.
Express. Motion. Check 31, check 31. Jim.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 52. Check. Switch. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check. 20.
Check.
From his goal line here, Newton. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, McCaffrey.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
And it's 3rd down.
Switch. Check safety. Check 26.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Back to throw, Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing is Newton. Setting up the screen, Bonifant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Cut. 180.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go. Check 9.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cut. 180.
Mike 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Let him know. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Check.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Ready? Cut.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Slam. Hey!
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch 8-3. Watch 8.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Again, they run with Gurley. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
It's a gain of 4.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. A shotgun snap for Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Gone. And it's a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Value 3, value 3.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Nice,
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Watch 54, watch 54. Push him back. Push him back.
He's back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
I got you. Mike, check. 59. Watch the screen.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They're spinning away. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Newton now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Rush in. 8. That's just me.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.